All right, I'm Beth Woodbury. I'm the Director of Safety and Wellness for Keller Logistics Group. We're based out of Defiance, Ohio. We're primarily a dry van company, but we're also a warehousing, and we do repack services for Campbell Soup and some other customers as well. So we use this training throughout our organization.
Okay, great. Before you started using the Infinity system, did you have any perceptions about online training, any concerns about it?
I really didn't know anything about online training before. I guess probably one of the concerns we had was how many people had access to online, to Wi-Fi, mobile devices. We found that most of our drivers have access one way, shape, or form, whether it's in the office, mobile hotspot, tablet, cell phone. But we do required trainings every month, and we get 100% compliance.
Oh, good for you. That's great. What's the primary usage? Is it just safety training? Have you used it for orientation?
We use it for everything. We use it for, we start out with driver orientation, as well as orientation with our general laborers and our forklift drivers, as well as our temps. We run through a lot of temps through our repack business, probably 30 or 40 a week. So this makes it a lot easier to get that training done, the OSHA required training for the temporary employees. Did I answer your question?
Yeah,
okay.
Awesome. How did the drivers react to it when you first introduced it to them?
We did it softly, so we kind of left it optional. We didn't put any penalties for not watching their videos, but then we started incorporating it with their safety bonus program, and we really haven't had any issues. They like it in the fact that we use Vertical Alliance now as our primary means for getting the message out to drivers for whatever we want to get the message out to them for, because only a portion of the people read a newsletter, only the portion of people have email, not everybody texts messages, but we know that 100% of our drivers get on to watch these videos. So if we have a policy change with payroll, we just implemented a system that said you have to turn in your bills of lading or you won't get paid. We wanted to make sure everybody got that message before we put that down, and 100% of our drivers did. And it's time-stamped. There's no disputing whether they knew about it or not. It's 100% communicated.
Fantastic. Do you have company drivers, contractors?
They're all company.
All company drivers?
Mm-hmm. Local, regional, over the road. Some are based in Illinois, some are based in Wisconsin, Texas. So we have drivers we don't see regularly, but yeah, they're all company drivers.
As you were kind of getting this implemented and getting it started, were there any major challenges that you had to overcome? And if you did, how did you overcome them? And if there weren't any, that's okay too.
I don't really think there was. Erin is our customer client representative, so she does a real great job as far as getting the custom content uploaded, working with us to get the questions we want put on there. Not really.
Any questions from the audience? How long did it take to kind of get everybody rolling on it? Do you have a time frame that you could share with us on how long you said you sort of started slow and didn't put any consequences in it, but
I think it was a 2-year process.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's some time commitment too, as well, for monitoring. There are reports you can run to see who's in compliance and not in compliance. But as we grew, I mean, like I said, we run a little bit different of a business, having general laborers and forklift drivers and drivers. So that was more of a challenge, coordinating that training. But I have Sarah now, and she helps me get that done. She actually she's our training coordinator, so she's taken that over. But with Vertical Alliance, it makes it very easy to get it done.
Great. Do you manage the program, or does Sarah, or do you do it?
We do it jointly.
Kind of how you do that?
Mm-hmm. We do it jointly. We discuss what training topics we want to have monthly. We have monthly training topics. Our warehouses have weekly take 10s for safety. We use it for our mechanic training that we do, or safety training that we do weekly. So if we've had a work comp incident, we try and get the message out through Vertical Alliance, we had this happen, we want to prevent it, from happening again, so we get the training out that way.
Do you make your own assignments, or do you rely on client services to do that for you?
We do all our own assignments.
You take care of it yourself? How's client services to work with?
She's great. Erin's a big help. If we were having, like I said earlier, some issues with a little bit of pushback from our HR and driver manager staff that orientation was taking too long because the drivers were having to rewatch the videos. We talked to Erin about it and found out that she introduced us to the total clicks, and that made everybody happy. So she's been a real great asset for problem solving some different things that we've had.
I think you said earlier you create quite a bit of custom content. Can you share with us a little bit about what those things might be?
One of the biggest ones we did was a couple months ago when we were seeing a lot of drive cam videos where drivers were using cell phones, and we realized we need to put a policy down right now. So the owner, Brian Keller, put out a custom video that was direct from him that basically laid out our policy that said, we'll give you, one time we see you with a phone, the second time you're terminated. And that had a really good effect on the fleet. Obviously, we did have an incident not long ago, but the number of events dramatically went down.
Can you, has it impacted your accidents, incidents, any numbers you could share with us as it relates to that?
I don't have anything
spot,
concrete with that. We've done a lot in the last 12 to 24 months to try and reduce accidents as well as workers' comp accidents. We do a lot of communication through Vertical Alliance. If there's something we want people to know, we put it up on Vertical Alliance. It's just the most surefire way to know that they got the message, and the most economical. We were just talking, our HR department emailed out our 401k required notices this last week, and it was a thick book of the annual notification they sent out. I said we should have just put that on Vertical Alliance. It would have saved a lot of postage, a lot of time, a lot of people stuffing envelopes. So we're going to take that back and tell them, I think next year we need to put those right up on, and it's guaranteed that they got it.
How would you say this has impacted your job?
I think it's made it easier, and initially with any program, it's going to have its learning curve, but I think it's made it easier, an easier way to get messages out. We do our post-accident countermeasure all through Vertical Alliance, whether it's a video or I upload a PDF. It's my insurance company when they come in and do we're part of a captive, so when they do our captive audit every year, they always ask for what was my corrective action to this accident or this accident, and I can just run a report out of Vertical Alliance and show them that it was done through there. So it's an easy mean to get the corrective action done. In less serious accidents, I can do it remotely. Just have them log in, hey, it's up online, go in and look at it, and let me know when you have it done. And recently, we've just started doing drive cam coaching through there. Drivers can log into drive cam through that portal, but putting them up on Vertical Alliance gives them a single point of access. They don't have to remember multiple user IDs and passwords. So they can log in, hey, you have an event to look at, let me know when you've looked at it, and then call me and we can talk about it. And then we're coaching them right through Vertical Alliance.
Questions?
Yeah, how do you notify your drivers that they have events?
That they have events? Through a PeopleNet message.
Through PeopleNet, okay. So you can send out just a mass PeopleNet message?
No, I just send one out to the truck. Oh, events
Like
or...
if you have a video you want all your drivers to watch, you just send out
Oh, we
a
send out
message.
a fleet message that says, the October training. We usually try and get it up the first week of the month. They have till the end of the month to get them done. We work with all our fleet managers every week. We have a meeting and we let them know who's outstanding. And once we get down to like the last couple days of the month, there might be 2 or 3 stragglers, and we really hit them hard. Because our safety department's motivated to get these done. So they're making calls, what do we need to do? Do we need to get you to someplace to watch them, or what can we do to help you?
Managers get notified that they're not.
The fleet managers are also making calls as well, because they are vested in having that done as well.
You had a question over there, Ken?
What percentage, perhaps in hours, would you say that is through Vertical Alliance in something, for example, like orientation, onboarding, versus
How many hours does a driver spend
what
on
percentage, the breakdown of
the whole orientation process?
50%?
No, I would say 10 or 20%. We still like to have that one-on-one experience. We have put, drug and alcohol video. I've drawn a blank. We put some wellness videos on there. We're very, very big into wellness. So we have a wellness coordinator. So we also own our own clinic. So we've done a custom video that tours our clinic and talks about our services that our clinic provides to our employees at no charge. So that's helped increase our clinic usage as well. So a lot of what we do is custom. How we want you to do a pre-trip inspection. How the state teaches and how we want you to do it are a little bit different, and this is what we want you to look at. So I would have to say it's usually about 3 hours of videos, and it's all videos. We don't do any HR paperwork. We still are having that one-on-one contact with them. So it's about 3 hours of the orientation process. Depending on how much experience they have, also lengthens the orientation process as well. So if they're a lesser experience, then that increases what they're doing through the orientation. Does that answer your question?
As you were using the system, was there anything that you found that you weren't expecting?
I think just about all the time we come up with things like, we should put that on Vertical Alliance. Why didn't we do that? Why didn't we put these 401k? Right now we are using a system called, I won't say the name, but it's a process-driven system for all of our departments to where we've taken every job task, whether it's auditing logs or doing payroll, trying to think of some of the other ones. And we've actually written processes for every task, not every task, but everything that people do, like auditing logs. So we've went through what we do when we audit a log. So if my log auditor is sick for a week or 2 weeks or goes on vacation and I need somebody to come and fill in, they can reference this process. We pay a separate service right now, but we're looking at transitioning it all over to Vertical Alliance. So that we have all our processes documented within a click. People can come in and we reduce our downtime. We still get our logs audited and we have a documented process. So if we ever get audited too by the DOT or we're involved in litigation, we have that process documented and we trained our people on that process.
Good. What do you like best about working with Vertical Alliance Group?
I like the tracking and traceability of the training. I used to manage, we used to do monthly trainings, accident countermeasures, all via paper. We'd mail it out, put it in their paycheck stubs. They'd send it back, and I'd have this big stack of paper. They'd have to go through and monitor and manage, and then somebody forgot to put their name on it, or you couldn't read it. This is just all right there at my finger. You can run a report, and literally in 30 seconds, you can see who's done it, who hasn't done it. And nothing to scan and file. It's all right there.
Anybody else got?
Specifically, how do you integrate this in your safety bonus program? How do you incentivize drivers and fleet managers for compliance?
Well, the fleet managers are incented via a bonus. So they have a safety portion built into their quarterly or annual bonus. Drivers get a weekly safety bonus. So we give them the deadline that they have to watch it by the last day of the month. If they don't, they lose their weekly safety bonus until they get it watched. We pay 3 cents a mile safety bonus every week. It's about $75. So if you don't watch it for 1 week, you've lost $75, averaging 2,500 miles. So if you don't watch it for 2 weeks, that's $150. They watch it.
Do the spouses at home know about this program?
I don't know. We've, through our wellness clinic, through the clinic we own, we're trying to get spouses more involved in that kind of stuff. Through
The
the,
reason I ask that, we have clients that have actually made sure that the spouses at home know about this
Mm-hmm.
bonus plan. You want to get some compliance from home.
yeah,
It sounds funny, but it works.
yeah. They watch it. We haven't seen an issue. Once we start, you're really putting some teeth in it and we tie it to the safety bonus, they watch it.
Yeah, you have to put some teeth in.
And we call and we remind, it should never be a surprise when somebody doesn't get their safety bonus. They should know that it's coming because we tell them. That last week leading up to the end of the month, we're calling them, we're reminding them, their fleet managers are calling them. Again, it should never be a surprise that they're not getting that in their check.
I think you mentioned a couple of things. Anything new you're planning in the future, other than a couple of things you've already
Yeah,
mentioned?
wellness is huge for us. So we are probably going to start using it more for, I have a full-time wellness coordinator that works under me. I'm doing more videos, cooking videos. We give everybody a crock pot when they hire in, all the drivers. So we're probably going to put some cooking videos out online. We'll probably do some in-truck exercises. We hear a lot how drivers can exercise. Well, we run functional capacity exams, and we have a physical therapist as well on staff. And so he does a lot with rehabbing drivers. So probably doing some of that kind of stuff, but more working into driver wellness. We're doing a lot of communication right now for sleep apnea as well. So probably more rolling it into wellness, trying to capitalize on that piece now.